This is a quick video talking just a little bit about how to play the song Play Me by Neil Diamond. And we're just going to look at some basic chord progressions. This song has a lot of dead space in it where there's just a lot of chords that are just the same. And so we're going to talk about some things that you can do to get the sound on the piano like it sounds on the guitar. The song is in key of D. And the chord change is just D for a long time, and then to G, and then back to D. And then the little transition there where it says, you are the sun, you're going to go G to A, and then G over B, and then A, and back to D. And that's the whole song, just the verse is D, up to G, back to D, and then back to G. And then that new part, or that little part there, A, G over B, A, G over B, back to D. Alright, so the beginning of it, you hear the guitar strumming, but of course we're playing piano, so we want to get a little bit of the same sound just with the actual piano. So we're going to arpeggiate the chord. We've got the D chord here, F sharp, A, and D, and our bass is D, A, and D. That's our left hand. And the right hand, we're just basically arpeggiating the chord. So we're doing this, each note separately, and basically you have on the left hand the D and the A. And so you have 3 counts. So one, this is in 3/4 timing, so there's 3 beats per measure. So every time we come back to home beat, it'll be after 3 beats. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now on the introduction there, just where you would hear strumming of the guitar, I'm just moving from D chord to G2 chord or D sustained, either way you want to look at it, because we're not putting in the B here. So basically you've got, in an essence, D, then G over D, because I've got a G chord on my right hand over a D octave, and then D. G over D, D. And the right hand movement is F sharp, A, and D to G, A, and D, which is that D sustained or G second, whichever way you want to call it, because we are leaving out the 3rd note of the G chord. I could do that whole thing if I wanted, but we're just doing this at this time. So, slowly, this is what you have. And that's the introduction. And then really, the whole time that we're playing, on the very first part of the verse, she was morning and I was nighttime, I one day woke up to find her lying, that's the same thing. And then basically we'll just do the D chord for quite a while. She was morning and I was nighttime, I one day woke up to find her, and then when we get to beside my bed, we're just going to a G chord. And I'm doing G2, so I'm taking the G, I've got the G down here, there's my B and my D. I'm adding the A to make a G second chord. I softly said, come take me, back to D, and then that D sustained. For I've been lonely, in need of someone, as though I had done someone wrong somewhere, I don't know where. G, back to that G second again. Come lately. D sustained, I'm doing that back and forth. If you'll see, I'm just kind of rocking that D to D sustained, or G second, D sustained, or D to D sustained. And then you are the sun goes to G. And I've got D, G, A on my right hand over a G note on my left hand. You are the sun, I am the moon, Now basically I've got an A10 here because if I take the C sharp here and put it up here, then I've got 10 notes between my A and my C sharp. So I could do it with the G also. G, D, and B. You are the sun. A, I am the moon. And then I could do the same thing there. You are the words. That's G over B. I've got my B note here with the other part of my G chord up here, G and D. I am the moon. And I can do that as well with the A. I'm just taking the middle note out and putting it on the bottom. A and E up here with the C sharp here. Or I could do this, putting the A down here with my E and C sharp. Basically, if I keep the root down here, it does sound better and not put it on the C sharp if I keep it on an A. And then play me. Back to this again. Now when you go to that part, you are the sun, you can just play chords. If someone's singing, you are the sun, I am the moon, play me. Or if you want to arpeggiate the chord, you can do that too, just by doing a G2, an A2. I'll play that slow so you can see. Oh, you are the sun. So that's the basic sound technique that we use to get the sound of the guitar strumming at the if we're doing this at the piano. And the basic chord progression is so simple, just the verse. Now the instrumental is just the same thing. We're just playing D, D sustained, D, D sustained, then G. It's just the same as the verse. And then at the very end, the ending is a little bit different. You are the sun, G. I am the moon, A. You are the words, G over B. I am the tune, A7 or A. Then play, C, D7. Me, G, and then I would do G over E would give you an E minor 7, so G chord up here, G, B, and D over E to D.